Won't you hold on to me? Hold on to me, blue.
Hold on to me, hold on. Please,
Hey, y'all. Don't say anything. I am drying my hair. So, whatever. Either way, I decided that I was going to come today and record this video because I always have issues, and every time I have an issue, I just record a video about it. So, I don't want to have children. There you have it. And I don't want to be made to feel like I'm selfish or I'm like an evil, hateful person because I don't want to have children. I mean, I just feel like that's a personal decision of mine. I don't think children are for everybody. Just like marriage is not for everybody, college is not for everybody, children are also not for everybody. Now, I will say that I think that at some point I will probably have children. Not, but it won't be because I really want to. It will be because, you get married, that's what's expected of you. You start a family, you have a kid. Unless you're barren or, infertile or whatever the case may be, and then you don't have any. But, I mean, like I said, I don't know that at any point I will ever seriously desire, like, to seriously want a child. You see people who go through these fertility treatments and do all these things to have kids, and I am always just like, girl, you stupid. Ain't no way in the hell I would pay all that money to have no damn child. Like, I guess for me, I look at like the not so pretty side of parenthood, like the waking up in the middle of the night with a child and, they're sick, they have a fever, they're screaming, they have a stomach ache, they're gassy, they're colicky. You're waking up and trying your hardest to put this little human being back to sleep and soothe them in whatever way you can, and all they can do is scream and yell. They can't tell you what's wrong with them. And the dilemma that I guess I'm facing at this current moment, this is why I came to the whole realization that I don't want to have kids. I mean, I'm 27 now, and I'm dating guys who are around my age and a little bit older than me. So to find the type of guy that I want, and I usually date guys who are a little bit older than me. So maybe finding somebody who's like 30-ish, maybe not quite 30 yet. I'd say 29 to like 32, 33 would be like my age range. To find somebody that age who doesn't have a child at this point is it's kind of difficult. It is kind of difficult. It can happen, but it's a little harder. And so now I have to make a decision. A decision if I start talking to somebody, am I going to be okay if this man has a child? What if he doesn't want any more? Would I be okay with just being somebody's stepmama? Like, I don't really like other people's children, especially if they're bad and they're not very well behaved. I cannot stand wild ass children and the parents who just let them run wild and scream and yell and are very inconsiderate of other people and their feelings. And people have this whole ideal that the perfect family picture is, well, the perfect life. You go to school, you get a good job, you find somebody that you get married to, he's a wonderful person or she's a wonderful person. You marry them, you get married, you stay married for a little while, then you decide to start your family. You have 1.2 kids or whatever the average number of children are in this country in a normal household, and you live happily ever after. And so people strive to attain this level of success or greatness, or this is what people define as, this just, you have the perfect family picture. And so people are really trying to get to that. And if you don't have that, then you got a broken home. If you don't have you got a kid but you don't have a father there, you got issues. You got a father who's taking care of kids, and he's a single father. He doesn't have the mother there, and he's dealing with his set of issues. He needs a female figure in the house. a husband and a wife who are married and living a perfectly happy and fulfilling life who don't have children, all of a sudden they're selfish. Children just are not for everybody. I think it's selfish to bring a child into the world and you not really 100% want them. I think that it would be selfish for me to just have a child just because that's what people think that I should do, even if I know in my heart of hearts that I don't really want one. Children can be wonderful things, they can be a blessing, they can also be a big ass hindrance. One thing that I am afraid of, very, very afraid of, is having a child and having to raise that child on my own. Now, I laid down with somebody to make this goddamn baby. So we, whoever this person may be, we are going to raise this child together. What we are not going to do is let Crystal be the one taking care of this child day in and day out, waking up in the middle of the night with them, feeding them, cleaning up their nasty asses, cleaning up my house. We got toys and food and garbage and shit all over the place because they want to throw it all over the place. And then you bring your raggedy ass over here on the weekends and take them to Dairy Queen and to the park and then call yourself a wonderful father. And then you drop them back off with me. Who's up with them doing homework? Who's taking care of them when their noses are running and they have a fever? Who's there for them for parent teacher conferences and PTA meetings and all of these things? Who takes them to the park? Who plays with them? Who feeds them? Who gets them dressed in the morning? Like, I am not going to be left with the responsibility of taking care of a child all by myself. I just cannot do it. And it sickens me when I see bitches who have kids from these niggas simply because the man said he wanted one, or dudes be on this whole, let's go half on a baby bullshit, and then they have the child that they cannot take care of, thinking that it's going to make a man stay, and then he doesn't, of course. And now they stuck here looking stupid. So, let me tell you something. This one right here, I'm not going to be stupid for nobody, especially not being stupid about another fucking human being.
But it's like that, and that's the way it is.